Hello everyone, it's Firelore, and in today's vlog, there's not really anything particular that we're focusing on other than Richmond, Virginia, the city itself. But there's just so much stuff going on this week. I figured, dude, I have to make a video about this. There's just so much stuff going on this week. And, you know, long before I moved to the city, and even now that I'm living here, I always see people say stuff like, oh, there's never anything going on. I'm always bored. There's nothing to do, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, before I moved here, I knew that wasn't true. And now that I live here, I know for a fact it's not true. So it's currently after work. We do have one thing to do today, but it's not something fun. So our Monday is kind of boring. But Tuesday, Wednesday, the rest of the week, watch this. Alright, y'all, we're finally home with my nice clean clothes. This isn't that clean. I just use that to shine my boots, so it's not a big deal that it's not super clean. It's clean enough. So ignore that one, but everything else is clean. And I picked up some extra groceries I didn't get a chance to get Friday for my meal plan. So, yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty much all we're doing Monday. So for the rest of the day, I guess I'm gonna eat, because it's, oh my gosh, what time is it? Holy cow, it's 8 o'clock and I have not eaten since 2:30. Holy cow, yeah. It's 8 o'clock and I have not eaten since 2:30, so I'm gonna eat something, clean up around the place, take a nap, and yeah. So the real fun is gonna start tomorrow. All right, y'all. So it is currently about 5:30. Just got home from work, and it's a Tuesday. And I know some of y'all are wondering, how much fun can you have on a Tuesday in a city like Richmond? Well, I'll show you guys. For one, I will say I do think you can go to the baseball game, the Flying Squirrels. I don't care for baseball. I'm not going to pretend I care for baseball. There's a million other things I'd rather do with my time and money than go to a baseball game. No offense to baseball fans. I don't want to go to a baseball game. And holy cow, a giant cat just jumped into my yard. Whoa. Okay, hold up, you guys, real quick. Oh, shoot, I just had him. See him? I feel like I've seen this one before. And there's a younger equivalent. Oh man, he's gone. Sorry for that bad filming. It was hard. There's like spider webs all over the outside of the window, and then there's the window screen, which is useless at preventing bugs from getting in, because if it worked, then there wouldn't be spider webs all over the window in the first place, but I digress. Anyways, I've seen that cat before, and I've seen a younger equivalent, but it's not as big and fluffy. It's smaller, and its fur length is like half the length, but it's not really short hair. Anyways, they're saying, yeah, I don't want to go see baseball. So what we are going to be doing is celebrating National Beer Day today. So you're going to see where we're about to go. But, you're going to see where we're about to go for National Beer Day. But I will say it comes with 96-cent pints of beer. Not that we'll be drinking much because it's a Tuesday, so that's the one downside, I guess. 96-cent pints of beer, and you can get a case of beer for $19.96. The whole thing is departing like it's 1996. I think that's the year brewing beer became like legalized or something. Like beer brewing for companies that aren't Busch or Budweiser or whatever those other. I don't drink mass-produced beer, so I have no idea. And I will say that we we'll be eating dinner before we go. Um, Probably because I just do not care for the food truck at Stone. Maybe I'll make a video reviewing that one day, just not today. Okay guys, so I had to make this quick little video while I'm in the middle of eating dinner here, because I know someone is going to make this comment in the comments. But the reason why the place we're going to tonight is doing cases of beers for 1996. And the reason why they did do the whole party like it's 1996 is because they were founded in 1996. So I'm gonna say that now before someone watches this and it's like, oh, 1996 has nothing to do with when small scale brewing became legal. Blah, blah, blah. It's when this particular brewery that we're about to go to was founded. So my bad. So we are here, and it doesn't look like much right now. But if you know where we are, then you know what's hidden behind these trees here. And also I'm just not realizing I should have parked closer, because if I'm about to carry out a case of beer, this is gonna be a long walk, but oh well. Especially since there's a parking spot right there. So I could have parked closer. Maybe I will, I don't know. So yes, if you've already guessed, we're currently at Stone Brewing. Unfortunately, although not surprisingly, by 6 p.m. they're already out of their 1996 cases of beer. Must be nice to not have a day job. Oh well. At least they still have plenty of 96-cent pints of their IPA. Surprisingly, not remotely as crowded as I thought it would be, but it is a Tuesday. And then I followed up my 96 cents IPA with the much pricier Totalitarian Imperial Stout. There's been a lot of them that has the back-to-back And here I am, finishing the evening with a hazy IPA because they sold out of the 96-cent IPAs. Okay, y'all, we're currently at the bathroom of Stone, and for a Tuesday night, this was a pretty fun time. I wish they had a DJ or something, but it's a Tuesday night, and it is quiet. I've shown interiors of space. It is clearly a quiet space. There's not a lot going on a Tuesday night, even with the 96-cent beers. But, as I said in my voiceover, they also sold out. So even though it was quieter than usual, they still sold out. So, go figure. So yeah, we're heading home now. I drank plenty of water in between, plus as you guys saw, I ate dinner. Oh, I didn't show my dinner. If anyone cares, it was fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. If anyone cares. With the white gravy. If anyone cares. You know, showing off. Well, I'm not really showing off what I ate. Anyways, time to head home. It's almost 8 o'clock. Actually, wait, what time? Let me see if I can see what time it is while I'm recording. Oh, okay, it's 8:17. There we go. So, yeah, so after a night like this, you still get home in time to settle down and do whatever you have to do before you go to bed in the evening. I don't go to bed until like 12 a.m. anyways, so it doesn't matter much for me. But yeah. And this is just a Tuesday night, y'all. We're only just now getting started. So, it's only going to get better now. Good morning, y'all. It is 7 a.m. right now, and as you can tell, only just woke up. But, now today's Wednesday, and there's still a lot more to do as we get to the weekend when there's just going to be a crazy amount of stuff to do over the weekend. But even today on Wednesday, there's still some cool stuff to do to keep yourself from being bored in the middle of the week. So tonight, actually after work, we'll probably be going there immediately after work because it gets really busy really fast. But we're going to a very esteemed art museum here in Richmond, and you'll see you'll see how we will fill our time today. Yeah. All right, y'all. It is currently 4:30, going on 5, and we're going to go to our Wednesday night event here. It doesn't actually start until 6, but it's definitely one of those things you want to get to as early as possible because everyone else gets there really early. I was told actually the first time I went to this event that people start coming in and like grabbing tables and stuff at like 3 o'clock. Like, and it's definitely one of those events where it's like, okay, there's a lot of old people, I'm not gonna lie, but it's fun no matter your age. Trust me, you guys will see when we get there. Trust me. But I'm just saying, you got a lot of old people who literally do nothing all day but wait until this starts, and even then they come like 3 hours before the event actually starts to grab tables. I don't know. I just say this is what I mean about old people being here, because you can't see them now, but we've been sitting here for like about 3 minutes now waiting for this old dude to back in. Like, why back in if you clearly don't know how to back in, buddy? Man, I cannot wait until I get a good camera tripod for this truck so y'all can see how quickly I back this thing up. Look how perfectly in the lines it is too. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. So here we are at the VMFA. That's the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts for you uncultured types. So they have a weekly jazz night on Wednesday nights, and this is my second time at one. We got here an hour and 20 minutes before the music even started, but as you can see, it's already very busy. This is why I had mentioned earlier about eating dinner at work, so I wouldn't have to drive home and back and possibly not get any seats. Here are the drinks I got from the little cafe: an Irish red ale I've never had before, and the Great Return from Hardywood, which I have had before. It's a straightforward, no frills West Coast IPA. So here's me trying the Irish red ale from Midnight Brewery. Maltier than a typical Irish red, almost getting into stout territory. Okay. So there you have it. For all of y'all that complain about not having anything to do in Richmond, well, again, nearly every Wednesday night they have the jazz cafe at the VMFA. So I think the only times they don't do it is like wintertime, part of wintertime, because I'm pretty sure the first time I went was like in December, maybe November. So maybe not quite winter, but most Wednesdays. So grab some friends and go to the VMFA. It's free. You only spend money if you buy food or you go to the gift shop, I guess. And I mean, just chill. Listen to jazz. Talk to people. Even if you don't like jazz. Weirdo, but still go. Still go. All right, y'all. It is Wednesday evening. We just got back home from work. About to get started with dinner. And as with the theme of this video, we got stuff to do tonight. I just did the little thing with my foot, but you couldn't see it, and I don't have a tripod, so whatever. You'll just have to take my word for it. Anyways, so tonight's activities, and oh, I feel the need to mention for those who are new here, this is also pretty much my weekend. My weekend starts today on Thursday, and it seems like a lot, just from observation, I see like a lot of late night events in Richmond typically start on Thursdays. So it makes me wonder if it is typical for the average Richmonder to not work Fridays, or like maybe have half-day Fridays or something. I've just noticed an unusually large amount of events late night on Thursdays compared to every other weekday. So my theory is that people are going to these events because they don't work Friday, I'm assuming. Anyways, point is, so for today's event, we're going to have some laughs. I am not good at improving, hint, hint. Anyways, yeah, just stay tuned for what we're doing tonight to continue to prove to you guys that no matter what time of the week it is, there's always something fun to do in Richmond. All right, I figured because this event does start so late in the evening, we could possibly do a little pre-gaming here. Because I'm taking the bus too to get there and back. I'll either take a bus or a Lyft. So the point is, we got this little small growing selection of stuff. What would you guys get started with? Currently speed walking, hoping to catch this bus. Because when I was getting ready to leave the house, it said the bus was 20 minutes away. It takes 10 minutes to get to the bus stop. No biggie. But then, literally 30 seconds later, the map refreshed and it said 16 minutes away. I'm like, oh shoot. So, running out of breath, trying to speed walk to this bus so I don't have to spend money on a Lyft. Yeah, we're at Union Market today. That's where the stop is. We got here 15, no. We got here quite a few minutes early, and I guess this one's still going over time. But ours doesn't start until 9, it's like 8:35, so it's not that bad.
All trades, master of Jack. can do it.
Maybe if I use my razor, it'll break it. Where do you keep your plunger, my child?
I weigh myself in the morning, and then I go to the bathroom, and then I weigh myself after. And the difference is crazy. So I'm gonna do it on camera for the first time. I ate a lot of beets yesterday, so don't worry, I'm totally fine. It's just beets. It dies. There's a dying element. Doesn't matter. So, I've never had an enema.
Appomattox.
Okay.
When I saw your visage cutting through the smoke, I believe you to have been shuffling 2 or 3 hardtacks into your mouth at once. And I was impressed with your jaw range. I've been shining my musket, if you know what I mean.
So yeah, as you guys saw, that was Coalition Theater. They do improv shows like every night from I think Wednesday, maybe Thursdays through Saturday, maybe Sunday. I usually go in Thursdays and Fridays, I found. So those days I know for sure that they have improv shows. It's cheap. A lot of their shows are either like $0 or like very rarely more than $15. And it's just a cool place. I've been there about 3 or 4 times now, and I find myself LOLing constantly when I go. Like, the people there are crazy talented, and it's insane to think that it's like, oh, I'm getting such a good quality show for like $0 or maybe $5-10. It's insane. It is like, I am obsessed with Coalition Theater. But now it's a new day and Friday, and I don't really have any events planned for Friday morning, but I am going to go get some groceries, and then I'm gonna catch up on some freelance work. I want to do a few hours, get a few hours in on some freelance work done, and then once all that's over, it'll probably be closer to the afternoon. So there's so much to do, especially now that it's springtime. There's so much to do in the city that's not specifically an event. So we'll find something to do. Hopefully it's not anything too busy, but we'll see when we get there. Look at this beautiful spring day and the yard that the property management refuses to cut, or at least they're totally dragging their feet. Look how bad it is over there, especially. Oh my gosh. It's like first the smoke alarm, now this. Okay, y'all. So it is currently 2:20. Finally finished with work for today, and I'm honestly kind of tired. It was a lot, for work today. So I might end up not really doing anything else today, and I mean, I'm still going to go show you guys something to do tonight for an event, but in terms of daytime, I don't think I'm going to do anything. I think I'm going to just take a nap. I am like tired. Like, I can just feel I am so tired. So we probably won't do anything until later on tonight. But since we're at the computer, I just remembered I wanted to really show you guys like what my event calendar typically looks like. Kind of trying to just prove that, you know, people who say that there's nothing to do in the city are just, you know what, maybe I should just say lazy. Maybe I just gotta go there and admit that they're just lazy. So Monday we didn't have anything because I was doing laundry. Tuesday, few items. So every Tuesdays, for example, there's $2 tacos, if I remember correctly, plus karaoke at Juan's Rooftop. Center of Universe had an open mic night, and then there was National Beer Day at Stone that we went to. Now we're at Wednesday. There was the Dominion Energy Cafe most Wednesdays. Then Harry's Manifesto Hour, which is also most majority Wednesdays. And then Bingo at Bingo Beer, which I think is also most Wednesdays. Yeah, that's most Wednesdays as well. Or, yeah. I don't want to say every Wednesday because sometimes, you know, companies will, like, for whatever reason, not do it one week. So I hesitate to say every Wednesday or every Tuesday, but the majority. And then this is Thursday, so we have Blues Night, which is most Thursdays. I haven't been to this before. It's a really nice time. It's at Strangeways. Bingo at Bench Top. I went to this last week, most Thursdays. Then Coalition Theater had one. They did have another improv thing going on. And then the Nerdy Thirsty Thursdays, which happens every other month on Thursdays. At Gallery 5. I haven't been to that yet, but maybe next time. And then of course the Fake Some Noise. There's two. It's listed twice because one of them is from the ticket email. And then Friday. And so every Friday for the next few weeks, there's no prep street racing. So I mean, shoot, if you want some excitement in your life, you got to go to this at least. Don't complain, there ain't nothing to do. At least go to that. Then there's After 5 Fridays, which is like majority of Fridays at the VMFA. And then this is what we're, spoiler alert, this is what we're doing tonight. Day 1 of Triple Crossing's anniversary party. We'll probably go to day 2 as well. This actually isn't in the area, I just am following that. And this is at CSZ, Comedy Sports, that's what I should have said. Comedy Sports. I have not been to this, but it's another comedy theater and improv theater, I guess, in the reigns of Coalition. And then, of course, Coalition is having some more shows and another show at Comedy Sports. And woo lad, here is Saturday. Okay, so with Saturday, we start off with the big market, which is every Saturday. Most farmers markets are going to be every single weekend or whatever date, because I know farmers markets on Thursday, so not just the weekend. I work Thursday, so I don't have any Thursday farmers markets. Point is, they're almost every weekend, or every week, I should say. They're almost always weekly, even during the winter months. It's just that there's going to be less actual farm goods during the winter months for obvious reasons. Then we have the farmers market at St. Stephen's. And then we have the big league market, which is at the Diamond or Carmack's Park, or one of them. I don't know. Both? Who knows? Then we have the RVA Baddies Walk, which is a new event. Look it up on Instagram if you are interested. I might try to make it there. Nowhere Cinema is having a lot of shows these next few days. They're playing a lot of movies, I should say, these next few days. Cool little cinema group. Day 2 of Triple Crossing's anniversary party. The self-care market at Benchtop Brewing. A plant and paint workshop. Tomorrow is day 1 of 2026 17th Street Night Market. I would say be there, but by the time you guys see this video, it'll be too late. Some more events at Comedy Sports. Some more shows at Coalition. Stand-up comedy at Triple Crossing. Oh, that's pretty cool, actually. That's a good way to celebrate. Richmond Kickers is at Spokane, which means there is going to be a watch party at Renotched at night, which I will also be going to. Something else at Coalition? Yeah. And then my Sundays tend to be pretty empty because I usually don't like to leave the house on Sundays. I usually like to just clean and stuff. But I did put some stuff just in case I decide to change my mind, such as this vinyl record sale. Heck yeah. This south of the James Farmers Market, which is the same owners, if I remember correctly, as the big market. And then I forgot what this was, but it's, wait, what is this? Hold up. I forgot what this is, but it's fashion and streetwear and hip hop and stuff like that. So that should be cool. Anyways, it took me 5 minutes to go through all that, and I was about to show off other places. Most of this is just stuff that I see that pops up on like random websites like Style Weekly or RVA Mag. And I haven't even gotten into all the other places to go to find events all around the city. Like, yes, it's a small city, but this city has a ton of stuff going on. I haven't even gotten into Eventbrite, which a lot of events do come from too on my list. But yeah, I haven't even gotten to Eventbrite, Facebook events, Instagram flyers, shoot. Oh my god, Facebook events. Because, like, for example, there's a pro rodeo tonight. The next 3 or 4 nights, there's rodeo is in town, guys. Like, I mean, if you're like, oh, I don't like the rodeo. Like, okay, but there's something to do. Like, you could be at least a little bit curious in life and, like, try something new. Worst case, you decide, okay, I really don't like the rodeo. Fine. But how would you know if you never go, right? Plus, the rodeo is only 15 bucks, so it's not going to kill you to go. Okay, so actually, we're going to take a walk and head on over to the liquor store real quick so I can continue to build up my little bar. And because it's, oh my god, it's nice outside. Look at it. It is beautiful outside. Oh my gosh, it's like I have to take a walk. It's so pretty out here. So pretty. Get that vitamin D. Almost forgot to mention, it is now 5:30. We're walking to bus stop to go to Triple Crossings Fulton location, which I have been to before 3 years ago or so. So, yeah. This is my bus stop right at Patrick Henry Park. Bus missed my stop. So now we gotta walk an extra 10 minutes. Across here where there's a sidewalk. Because there's like there's no pedestrian friendly infrastructure at all around here. So you just gotta wing it, which makes it even more annoying that the bus missed my stop. They say I don't have to worry about that. Alright, y'all. It's about almost 8:40. About to head home. Didn't show much of Triple Crossing, at least this specific location. Honestly, I got here feeling kind of aggravated, but I'll explain why when I get home. It's nothing that Triple Crossing did wrong. They were fantastic, especially with the orders. I didn't order any food since I ate before I left, but just listening to the bartenders trying to deal with all the food orders and how backed up they were fantastic. I just had beer, which is easy enough to serve, so. But I didn't get a lot of video because I'm just kind of aggravated. Like I said, I'll explain more later. Beers are good though. They aren't doing anything different per se, but their beers are solid. If you're looking for something unique, not the place to go to. If you're looking for something solid, it's a good company to support. They've been here for 12 years, so they're doing something right.
I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what?
Alrighty, we're home now. What time is it? 8:55. Okay, so about 15 minutes from my last video. I took a lift this time. Didn't feel like dealing with the bus, especially in that area. It's like I mean, you guys saw some of the video. There's like not even like sidewalks, not sidewalks that make any sense. Anyways, so I will say this. I did enjoy Triple Crossing. Triple Crossing was fine. I've been to that location before. The layout is definitely different from the first time I went there. Because like I said before, I went there about 3 years ago. Because I used to do this like a weekend warrior thing where I would visit different cities around Virginia for the weekend. It's a cool, cheap, affordable way to like go on vacation without going on like a traditional vacation. I had a great time. And Triple Crossing was one of those places I went. Okay, walking in the computer room, I totally forgot I left the window open. It's been open. It is like dark out and down too. But that said, so yeah, the layout is definitely different. They don't have the giant TV. Although when I was there 3 years ago, the dude did tell me that the giant TV thing was temporary. So I guess he was right about that. Yeah, the layout, I mean, it's not a bad layout. As you can see, it's incredibly spacious. And if you've ever been to the Triple Crossing downtown location, it's like way more spacious than downtown. So I get why the downtown anniversary party is on a Sunday, because I'm guessing they're assuming that, oh, it's a Sunday, ergo that means less people are coming out, which means they can use the smaller location, because that downtown location is small. But yeah, so no beef with Triple Crossing. Like I said, the beers were good. They're solid beers. Like they are not necessarily doing anything different, but what they do make is just good foundational beers. That said, okay, dark. For the first 2 beers I had, well, the first beer and a half, I'm gonna say, I just felt aggravated. I was aggravated that the bus left me a good half a mile away from when I pulled the thing. Be like, what does it say? Stop requested. Bus missed my stop anyways, and then left me a half mile down. That's just one. And then I'm aggravated that I basically had to walk it down and deal with the most non-pedestrian friendly streets I've encountered so far in Richmond. I mean, even some of the stuff down, like, what is that, Chamberlain? I think it was, further up Chamberlain, going up north. Even those streets weren't that bad, but it's like, very few sidewalks, very few to absolutely no sidewalks, and there's like, knee-length grass full of ticks and stuff that you have to like stand in if you want to avoid any cars coming down the street. No crosswalks at all. So you have the super wide street where the speed limit is 35, which means it's safe to assume people are going at least 40 to 45 miles down that street. So what the heck? There's no safe sidewalks to go down. So it's like, what? This is insane, bro. What the heck? Of course, it wouldn't be as much of an issue if the bus actually stopped at my stop there. But it didn't. So, yeah, missing my stop, having to walk on super dangerous streets as a pedestrian, and 3 is, okay, this part is kind of Triple Crossing's fault. Why was it so hot inside the building compared to outside? It's 75 degrees with like 50% humidity. It is, okay, maybe I wouldn't necessarily say it's hot outside, but it was definitely warm outside. And then you walk into Triple Crossing and it's hotter inside than it is outside, and it's like, oh my god. And then I gotta stand in line for a beer because they only have one. Oh my god. Oh, why? Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. So, okay, that part was Triple Crossing's fault. And I was just standing there sweating because I had just walked all this distance. And it's hot outside, and it's hotter inside for some effing reason. And it was just like, oh my freaking gosh, dude. I was just so freaking aggravated by the time I finally got my first beer. So that's why I didn't take a lot of video clips, because I was just in such a bad mood. And now I'm starting to get in a bad mood again because I'm talking about it. Good morning, y'all. It is currently 11 o'clock, and as you can probably tell, oh my gosh, I am not feeling great. So yeah, I'm clearly not doing the 10 a.m. baddies walk. Kind of jealous, but after my allergy season is over, I'll try to definitely make some of those walks. But yeah, just today it's just my allergies are kicking my butt, and it always takes like a good 3 or 4 hours after I take my medication to like really feel it doing its effects. So I usually take Flonase and like Claritin every single day. But I think I am going to have to increase those to twice a day. I thought about doing it twice a day before, and I was like, I don't need to do it twice a day. It's not that bad. Plus, it's almost the middle of April. The middle of April is usually around a time when my allergy season is like over. So I'm like, I don't need to do it twice a day. It's almost over. But oh my gosh, the way I'm feeling this morning, it's like, ugh, jeez Louise. Feels like I feel like I'm sick, but I know I'm not sick. I know it's just allergies. So I'm gonna start taking it. I guess I'll just start taking my medication twice a day until this stuff finally subsides. But main thing I want to say though is, yeah, no morning events. But I showed you guys my calendar the other day earlier in this video, so you guys have a good idea of what's going on just for Saturday, the first half of Saturday. So, you know, even if I'm not showing you the events, you've already seen that there are quite a lot of events going on. So we're just not going to anything until later on today, in which case I probably will take a second dose of allergy medication, because nearly everything for the second half of today is going to be outside, so I'm definitely going to take medication beforehand. All right, y'all. So it is now 4:30. I'm finally up for my last nap of the day. I've just been trying to sleep off these allergy symptoms the best I could. Took Claritin, took Flonase. It's like, I'm just gonna let myself rest because my body feels just like it was in a fight last night. So I'm feeling much better now. I'm tired of laying in bed and ready to go have some fun. So I was thinking that I'd leave for this night market right at 5 o'clock. I always feel weird getting to stuff like that, like right when it begins. Stuff always feels weird being the first person. I'm way too socially awkward for stuff like that. But we're gonna leave right at 5 o'clock, so we'd probably get there about 5:15, I think. It's all downhill walking, so we'll probably get there. Yeah, it won't take too long to get there. And then after that, yeah, we'll look around night market. First time being there, want to see if it really is one of the best night markets in the USA. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hungry. I had lunch, but I had lunch like earlier than usual for me, so they better have some good food, but I don't know if it's that type of night market, so we'll see. And then after that, we'll spend a few hours there, and then the Kickers watch party, which I'm pretty excited for. I've been to a lot of Kickers games so far, even before I moved to Richmond, but this will be my first watch party, so we will see how that goes. And then otherwise, yeah, that's it on the schedule right now. Alrighty, heading out. Oh my god, I just stepped on that. I should really put that up. Heading out now. Ooh, actually I want to put some chapstick on. But it's literally, I literally go straight out and then just keep going down. just keep walking down, down, and down until we see people. So very easy. Like I said, it's actually quite literally down the street, literally, because it's downhill, because I live uphill, which means going to, actually, I think I'm gonna take a lift back home after the Kickers watch party. So actually the walk home shouldn't be bad. So see y'all there. This must be the spot because there's a lot of traffic and people are honking at each other. So I guess we're close. First time seeing this many cars at well, whatever this parking lot's called. I actually have no idea. I just walk to places, so I don't know what this stuff is called. For the night market, but I got a watch party to go to now.
And the cost of postage. Because we could just print the picture with the text on it.
Sure, I would. Oh, you would absolutely right. But he's great. He's all bartending.
Currently panting and completely out of breath right now because the post bus completely missed. He didn't stop at that stop. And if you know about post buses, you're supposed to stop at every stop. But he didn't stop at this one. He stopped. He only stopped because I got up and was like, isn't this VCU Medical Center? So he didn't stop until he was all the way down the hill. And the next bus I have to catch is coming in 2 minutes. So I had to speed walk up this freaking hill so I don't miss the bus. So yeah, not having good luck with buses lately. I don't know what's going on. All right, y'all. I lied. It is, wait, what time is it? 12:15, 12:16? I am way too out of breath and way too annoyed right now to talk about everything right now. So talk to y'all tomorrow on Sunday to give a whole summary roundup of everything we did for the week. Talk to y'all then. Alright, Sunday's a new day, so let's talk about Saturday. For the most part, it was good. The night market was okay. The only reason I stayed there as long as I did was because I didn't want to have to walk up the hill back home and just sit around and wait until the actual watch party started. So I was like, I guess I'll just stay here and listen to the music, which wasn't bad. I just, one, did not know that, I just didn't know, they didn't really have a lot of information about the environment of this night market. I spent so much time trying to research and just figure out what exactly this night market consists of, especially with the whole, oh, we're rated one of the best night markets in America. And it's like, quite honestly, it's like, maybe just because it's the first one of the season, but I was just wondering how. I mean, if you know anything about night markets, literally anywhere else, it's like, it wasn't a bad market, but the best in America is like, okay. But yeah, not trying to be a hater, it just wasn't remotely as what I was expecting for something that's supposed to be rated that highly. Like, they only had 2 food vendors plus a dessert vendor. I'm not really counting dessert as food, because if you go there like hungry, like, oh, I'm gonna eat my dinner at the night market, which is a common thing people do at night markets, you only really have 2 options. One of them does have night market food. You saw the dumplings I ate. The other one was like a full meal of Caribbean food, which smelled good. And I did talk to the guy at about 6:30. Oh man, I should record this. But I talked to the guy around 6:30, so that would have been a good hour and a half after the night market started, and he was nearly sold out of everything. So honestly, good for him. But yeah, to only have 2 food options kind of sucks, and for a night market. And okay, sure, it was in Choco Bottom, so you're technically surrounded by restaurants and everything. But it's like, I don't want to have to, if I'm going to a night market, I don't want to have to go inside a restaurant to get food and deal with all the hullabaloo that goes into having to go inside a restaurant to get food. I want to get it right there at the night market, where, you know, you stand in line, you say, I want these dumplings. They give you the dumplings. You stand there and eat and enjoy the music. You're not stuffed up in some restaurant a block over, you know, missing out on everything. So yeah, that part kind of annoyed me. All that to say, I would go again, and definitely I would bring a what's it called, lawn chair, just for the music. I probably wouldn't really go again for the shopping and everything. The vendors and stuff were cool, don't get me wrong. Okay, there was nothing wrong with the vendors. It's just I was expecting more night market and less, you know, oh, this is basically, oh, my alarm's going off. But yeah, I was expecting less, basically, oh, this is like literally every other single vendor market, except this one has a DJ and a live band. But I've been to markets that also have DJs and live bands, so it's like, I guess the only one that differentiates this one is that it's later in the evening. I guess that's the main difference. Yeah. And then, so about the actual watch party, I did actually have a longer rant about the way, Three Notch's, checkout system when you're closing at your tab, and how super freaking suspicious the tip system works. But I've literally been calling and telling people, well, I haven't been going out of my way to call people, tell this about them, but I call friends and family on Sundays, and this topic has come up with every single person I've talked to, and I'm already tired of talking about it. So in summary, I'll just say, when you go to Three Notched, do not use those automatic tip systems. I know a lot of people already hate those things, and y'all are definitely right, because this is the first time I've ever seen one where, despite selecting 18%, it most definitely was not tipping 18%. Like, it was so blatantly off. Like, it was like a good $4 extra more than it should have been. And I could also tell it was, I assume it was trying to tip post-tax, but even the post-tax tip was way too high for 18% for how much I was spending. But like I said, I'm not going to get into that rant again because I've been talking about it all day and I'm freaking tired. But and I guess this is a thing where it's not just 3-notched, but anywhere that does those automatic tip systems, just do custom tip. If you're going to leave a tip, do custom tip, because that is so suspicious. That was, I've never seen it so blatantly. I've just never seen a tip so blatantly off before. But like I said, not going to get into. Otherwise though, the watch party was fun. Richmond Kickers lost. That sucks. But I will say 3-notched, at least the beers I did have, they were okay. They weren't anything new or different, but you know, it's another one of those breweries where they just do really solid beers. Yeah, they're not necessarily doing anything exciting, but what they do make it's good, it's well done and everything. So there's that. And yeah, I forgot to mention too, I do, forgive me for not getting more clips. I was just so focused on the actual game itself and then hanging out with the Red Army supporters group. I just totally forgot to get more clips. But you guys don't need to see us lose. It's fine. It's fine. I will say that food that you do see was really good. I've never eaten at 3-notched before. At least not that location. I've been to the Charlottesville location, but I don't think I ate there either. Their food is surprisingly good. They are actually a pretty, I wouldn't even say decent restaurant. What's a level above decent? That's what I would say they're at. That's definitely a place I would definitely take a friend who, even a friend that doesn't drink or a family member who doesn't drink. It's like, oh, you gotta come here just for the food, because the food was actually really good. Especially that chicken sandwich. I was pleasantly surprised. Honestly, even the hummus. Ooh, I would go back just for the hummus. That hummus was really good. And then, all that to say is that, as you guys already know, because I mentioned before, not doing anything Sundays, because I've already been spending all day today cooking for my meal plans for this week. I still have a bunch of just cleaning up to do, because I like to sweep. It's probably a bit much, but I like to sweep my floors every week. Is doing that every week a lot? I don't know. I do. Oh well. So yeah, I don't really do anything on Sundays, but you guys saw earlier on the list that there was things that, there were things to do Sunday. Not as much as other stuff, just because I don't typically add stuff to my calendar for Sundays, because I know I'm almost never going to go out. But, yeah, so if there was anything you guys saw me do that looked interesting, or you even saw on the calendar that looked interesting, or you heard me mention it, like the rodeo, that sounded interesting, let me know down in the comments there. And are you typically someone who can find something fun to do every day while living out in Richmond, or are you typically one of those people who are like, oh, there's nothing to do? And if you are the ones who feel like there's nothing to do, I just want to know why. I'm curious to know why. Like, how do you try to, what's your method for searching for stuff that you feel makes it difficult to find things to do? That's what I'm curious about. So, see y'all in the next video. Don't know what it's going to be about. Might be another food video. We'll see. Like I said, I have to save up for those. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. So, we'll see.